Hey Pigeon fam! This video is going to be a bit more on the serious side than normal. I wanted to talk today about chronic pain. Chronic pain is no joke. If you have chronic pain, it is a significant barrier in your life, and it can be very limiting and just challenging going day to day, grinding it out, feeling that pain and knowing deep down that it's probably never going to go away and that nothing you do to remedy it is going to fully cure this issue. Pectus carinatum often comes with chronic pain as a symptom. I have chronic pain in my lower back, and sometimes I feel a soreness in my sternum, really just everywhere on my ribs, even my pecs. Chronic pain all over every day. You tend to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why do I keep going? You need to have a really good answer for that, or at least a answer more strong than the pain you feel is, because the pain is going to be constantly nagging and there's only so much you can do about it. For reference, I have tried chiropractor, I've tried massages, I've tried rolfing, I've tried physical therapy. I stretch pretty extensively every day. Now, I have gotten a lot of help from doing the stretching and from massages in particular, but it has to be a constant upkeep to do that. And even if you do that stuff on a regular basis, it's really never enough to completely get rid of the pain when the pain is structural and is a result of your bone structure. Now, as if the pain itself wasn't enough, the pain actually sort of seeps into all different parts of your life and affects it. In particular, it affects your social life. Chronic pain can cause irritability, it can cause anxiety and depression. Overall, it just becomes harder to relate to people, harder to put yourself in social situations because you tend to feel like a burden, because you're constantly putting out these negative vibes of being someone who's in pain, and they mirror off of how you feel and they start to feel a little bit like that as well. The chronic pain also causes concentration and memory issues. There's a sense of constant fatigue. The pain kind of weighs on your body and you find yourself sort of tired all the time. Chronic pain makes you feel like you're old when you're not even old yet. With these different symptoms, you can imagine it can be pretty hard to hold down a job or to succeed in a school setting. If you've had chronic pain for any significant length of time, you probably well know that other people don't really understand. Unless they've had chronic pain, they just can't really understand it, and they're probably going to assume that you're just lazy or faking it. It wouldn't be complete if I didn't include some of the upsides to chronic pain, which there are some, which is that it does motivate you to get to the gym to ease that pain. Say if you have to stretch to ease it, it's going to motivate you to stretch, because if you don't, you're going to feel it. And if you have to be more physically in shape, have stronger abdomen, say, to not feel as much pain, well, damn, you're going to get a six-pack because you're going to be motivated. It's motivated me to find unique ways to give myself more energy, because having that chronic pain and being taken down a notch on the energy totem pole, you find little unique things that will help you find more energy, like cold water or breathing. You find these coping mechanisms as a necessity, and part of you kind of wishes that you were healthy enough to use these methods, because if you were not in pain all the time and you use these methods, you would be so much more energized and healthy and flexible, or whatever the case may be, than the average person. And you kind of wish that you could just give this advice to other people and that they would take it and that they could live with these better habits but also not having chronic pain. But the thing is, if they don't actually have the chronic pain, then they're not going to be motivated to do it. They're not going to be motivated to use these tactics. Sort of similar to people who have pectus carinatum. They're more motivated to work out, and probably a disproportionate percentage of people with pectus carinatum end up getting really big and in good shape because they just are pushed by the internal pain that's saying, I'm not good enough and my body is not good enough right now, and that I need to build muscle so I can just be normal, so I can just be okay. So when you have that motivation, it just allows you to get through it. And other people who don't have these same pushes of these pain points or pectus carinatum, they just won't have that motivation. Even if we give them the right advice, they'll never take it. The reason I talk about these healthy people and focus on what we can do for them is it almost feels to me like my life has been tarnished and I will never be totally okay, because I will never be not in pain. I'm okay day to day, and I find tons of things that light me up and excite me about the future, and that I can bring value and bring meaning to people in this world. And those things light me up. But at the same time, I know that my life is kind of tarnished, and that at least I can give value to other people, and that I can give what I've learned from having this hard existence to the people who have an easy existence, and then they can use that to better their lives, and at least my life will have meant something, because I'll have given something. I'm not wanting to come across as over the top negative. This is just how I feel right now because of where I'm at right now. There's ups and downs. I will go a couple days and I won't feel as much pain, and then maybe the day like today I'll just feel a lot of pain, and it just becomes sort of my sole preoccupation of my mind. But a lot of the time it's just not going to be as present, and you just gotta work for the good days even when you're in a bad day, and just trust that the good days will come again. I know it can be really hard, especially if your chronic pain is really severe, but you just always gotta push forward for the good moments and recognize that they will come again, and have a good long view. Don't get too focused in on now. I realize that there's a lot of you out there that have pain so much more severe than mine, and my heart really goes out to y'all. Also though, someone else having pain worse than yours doesn't make your pain non-existent. This video is not at all so that y'all can pity me. I really just want to put this beacon out there so that some of you that are going through this as well can feel understood. One last thing I'll say is that if you are wearing a pectus carinatum brace, to be careful with that, because that brace, just as easily as it can help and improve your condition, if you wear it incorrectly or sleep poorly on it, like if you sleep straight on your back on it night after night, it can affect your long-term health and increase your risk of having back pain later on. So just be careful with those braces, and don't tighten it more than is necessary. Alright, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any simple questions you want me to answer, just leave them in the comments. Please do leave a rating on this video. Let me know if you liked it. And also, if you're new here, just hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so that you can get notified every time I make a new video. With that, guys, thanks for watching.